Sis Tamara complains about Mvelo's snoring.
I feel hungover, like it's like I had a proper, like binge drinking night. And also, please be direct with me. I need to know exactly what's happening. Cafe. Well, you and your tunes didn't give us a choice. We woke up to I'm a piano, but you didn't.
I'm the producer of feedback. Like, producer, few awards every now and then.
Some ground rules needed to be established for the housemates.
Saying that they have a problem with the way we're sort of doing things. If you do have something to say or want to bring up, let's do that right now.
The floor shouldn't have drops. If you're coming from the shower, wipe your bum and sit on the toilet seat. And if you're taking a shower, don't walk out of the shower area with wet feet. Done.
I also feel like there's people that say, I'll help out with cooking.
They don't.
Come and just act like they're doing something.
Then they'll leave, yeah.
Right? So if you're cooking, cook. If not, you're doing something else. Oh, that's just something
I lied. It's a thing when you still do it.
Tools is a fantastic Big Brother, in my opinion, a fantastic head of house, right? Because let's get it done, but let's also work together in getting things done.
BU and Dinky engaged closely together.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
Emerge.
What is that?
Engage.
Emerge yourself in this.
I'm so heavy.
Not that heavy.
Let me see.
I'm not heavy. Well, not that. Oh, exactly, that's what I was avoiding.
A heartfelt moment as housemates continue sharing their personal stories.
I am a child that is raised by a single mom. My mother had 2 kids, an elder sister, then myself. And my dad was present in my life. He was present for around maybe 3 years, I would say. And then he decided to go and live his life. We were close. He used to do everything. We were living in the flat in Virginia, X5, I remember that place. He took me out and he made me just have fun. He told me to get everything that I needed from the shop close by. And because he normally does that, for me I didn't think too much of it. I went with my dad, I did some shopping, take like sweeties there, you know, all the things that kids love. He took me back to the flat. He locked me in the flat. He switched on the TV. He said I must wait for my mom or my sister, either or, because he's going to work. Till today, as you can see me as a code 14 like this, he's still at work. He's working as we speak now.
A lot of the stories touched me because I could relate to a lot of them. Personally, I don't really enjoy crying. These stories really hit home. I really got to know people in a very deep, personal, intimate way.
Dinky, I'm proud of you, Mama, and I echo your words of not living in the past. We're just sharing so that you kind of have an idea of who I am, where I come from, so my past is not my present and it's not my future. So 2016 came, it was the 23rd of April, I remember. That is when I landed at initiation school to be initiated to be iSangoma. So I went there in hopes that I'm going to change my life. I'm going to get healed. My life is going to be better because besengula kakhulu, you know. Initiation in school traumatizes you and it stays with you for the rest of your life. You never forget it. There's nothing fun. There's nothing nice. I got there and from a totally different reception to what we got from Ukobela. Ukobela is basically the dean or the head of the school, whatever. I didn't know that Ukobela was seeing a potential girlfriend in me. I was being told because we'd be eating like dogs. The behavior of the Kobela was just changing because from being a student, I was now being mistreated if I got a call from my boyfriend. I was the one being told to cook. I was the one being told to take water to him. It was bad. I remember they would send us to go to the river, sometimes bath, or if not bath, to go collect some things. You'd be sitting there and you're thinking, you know. But in your mind, you think, if I go home, I can't go home looking like this. I have this red stuff on my head. When your family comes to visit, they would change me and put me in clean clothing. So my family would think I'm in a good state. I wanted to say I'm not okay, I need to ride, but he was sitting right here. I couldn't even say, Mom, I'm not okay. You know, Mom, something is wrong. I went through abuse a lot. In it, like, I won't go into much, but it was hectic, guys.
Born into a single mother. I think a lot of, I don't color, but the minute you say anything with single mother, I get chills. Like I just got, you know, single mother it's different to me, you know. A big part of why I have anger issues, or they call me a pit bull. I'm so good with ladies, so good with children. I'm really bad with other guys, and I know it's like one of my weaknesses. And I try because I love laughing. I love. The minute I feel like you're not a threat, I'm fragile. You know, you can mold me, you know what I mean? But the minute if you come with that bravado, that energy, I want to fight. I want to, you know what I mean? And it's because of so many bad, like you know, like father figure, or just, I don't know, like I saw like abuse from like a very, very, very young age. And I was fortunate enough because of my grandmother. Okay, let's just get with the story. Sorry.
No, don't apologize, my G.
Sorry, man.
Let's just sit there anyway. Hi guys, my name is Gugu Rifilwe Bonga. Very different from Terry Treasure. So, I'm 26, originally from Protea Glen. Joining OnlyFans was because of money. I was broke, you know, and it's not nice not having money. So, it's not cute. So when I got 50K in the first 2 weeks on OnlyFans, I was supposed to be on I Blew It because I literally, for 7 months, I was on my first OnlyFans. I was on OnlyFans for 7 months and I blew right through my cash. 350K down in 7 months. No one knows this. People, my friends are probably like, huh. And then last year, I had to drive my mom to the hospital as she stopped breathing in the house, randomly. After 2 weeks, my mom was in the hospital with COVID, collapsed lung, ICU. She had to be resuscitated. So that means my mom left and came back. That automatically hit me because I'd already stopped OnlyFans for a few months and I blew through the cash. It was time to get a CT scan and I couldn't even afford it. And I was like, why did I stop? Why did I stop OnlyFans, you know? And then when that happened, my grandfather has a heart condition. My cousin has 2 kids, he's not working. My uncle just got retrenched, he's not working. My aunt just survived cancer twice. The rest of her money is going to chemo and all of this stuff. There's no money coming in, it's real. I had to do what I had to do, join back on OnlyFans. You know, started working again. On my way here, I scheduled an email to send to my mom, telling her about OnlyFans because she didn't know about it. So I told her about it so that she doesn't get a false narrative on TV or whatever articles are dropped. After the session that we had where we basically peeled off layers from ourselves and gave our honest truth about our lives and where we are, I think a lot of my housemates realized that the funny and charismatic person that I am is not just like a front, it's actually who I am, and it's part of who I am, it's part of the layers that make me. So I think a lot of them really like me on a genuine level, but they could also be faking it. But yeah, guys, that's me. Like, I'm very chilled.
Big Brother.
The next task is all in line with this week's theme. All housemates get a turn to draw from the hat. Your task is to share a memory, an interesting fact, or something that happened to you in that particular year.
So my year is 2016. I was doing my second year, psychology. This is the year where I definitely knew that I wanted to be in the arts and be in entertainment. And this is when I first initiated the idea of dropping out. And then I finally did that the following year. So yeah, and then I'm here now. So
2010 was the World Cup. I had this friend of mine who had like this really huge house in East London, like huge, still does. So we got to go watch the game there. It was like one of the coolest parties I have ever been to. Like, again, this house, like, guys got like a boat.
2021, this is the year where I had an epiphany. An epiphany of some sort that I felt like I've been doing things the wrong way.
I fell in love for the first time in 2018. So, you know, it was a very fun time for me finding out a lot of things about myself.
2005, I was 7 around that time. And I had moved from a place in the Northern Cape called Kuruman to go to Mafikeng. It is in that year that I met my now best friend. So we've been friends since that year. So, yeah.
Without any hands and feet, housemates cannot drop the ball.
Your next task will take place in the garden, which is outside. Big Brother has left you with a ball, but it is not what it may seem. This ball represents friendship. HOH, that's me. Start with the ball. When the music plays, pass the ball to a fellow housemate. The trick here is that you are not allowed to use your hands or feet, but rather whichever other part of your body you fancy. For example, your neck, knees, or chest, just as long as you don't use your hands. Kill this game so quickly.
Just drop it, yeah. And then Nick, yes. Yes. Wait, I'm sure you have it. There you go. We're done though.
Yeah, we're done, but I mean, only when the music stops, right?
Genuine talk between Temba and Zeno.
Have you seen how it is when ideas have been thrown and it gets chaotic?
It's always going to be like that.
Always. And
But
that's
you
what I'm
are
saying
calm.
personally.
That's you. You understand?
I will never throw... No, that's not who I am.
And you're going to win like that because you are winning as yourself. But if you try to
Someone
become
else.
them and try to argue with them, you're going to lose. Because you're losing yourself now.
Exactly. I feel like I like people that are authentic, bro. You come as yourself. Don't be someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't match up with this person's energy.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like there's times where people are very competitive in the way that they even speak and the way that they bring themselves. Like, are you being yourself? You know? Or are you just focused on the show and on the competition? So I'm trying to pick up on fake vibes. But I think as time progresses, we will see who's being genuine and who's being fake.
On Thursday, you'll be required to showcase a short story, poem, song, play, or a combination of all three about who you are and where you are from. Use your imagination, as no materials will be provided. All housemates must play a role.
Exactly. Can we just confirm in the brief? Does everyone have to talk?
Yes.
Everyone must have
a
role.
That's what's the brief.
Involved.
Everyone has to be involved. A role.
Have a role.
yes. For demonstration purposes,
middle
I
two.
suggest talking to each other.
But only
As
two.
we-
Instead of everybody else, just two.
Pardon? No. So I mean like cannonball talking. So we're all talking at the same time to each other about whatever it is. You're saying, oh, that's a cool thing that you've got on. Oh, are you a dancer? Yeah, make sure you're a dancer. You can be going like this. Yeah, guys. Oh, my YouTube. Whatever
So
it
we're is
not
that
you
talking
do.
to each other. Everyone is
Having their own.
Yeah,
just do your own little
random.
thing. What you would do on the way to go and catch a train, right? Yeah. So that's your opening sequence. We're all going to come on. Then we're going to build the train physically with our bodies, right? So I'm going on like this. Check if this is my seat number. Maybe hold on to the railing like this, right? One at a time.
I like, they
the
don't
next
even
person,
understand.
remember you guys have an L in the middle. The next person.
Yes,
and then we all file in. So we're all going to be in two lines like this, going all the way. We're going all the way back, all the way back. Yeah? There must be an aisle in the middle. If you're choosing to sit on the train, then you must remain seated the whole journey, okay? If you want to now make it hard for yourself. We can use the house stuff?
Yeah, because it said
Yes,
no material
will be provided.
Are we allowed to move?
No imagination.
Yeah, it could be the outside.
Big brother.
Does QV have a resolution for her dilemma?
I just feel bare. It's a beautiful thing that is happening. I just feel like I wish it didn't happen, but it did. It's happening. There's no I wish anymore because the true reality is what is happening now.
I feel like the fact that the walls are being shaken now, the confidence to address the falling wall is now starting to build in you.
I would have hoped for something like this to happen in an environment where I'm able to deal with it. But even when I'm sitting with you guys and you guys are talking about whatever, I'm not even listening. I'm literally not even listening. Like I'm in here the whole time.
You'll find that the way you're going to deal with this is to write a book. I'm not going to advise you ever to write a book.
And it's time.
Yes, God, my point, only you will know how to deal with it.
It's starting to click.
Like maybe it was time and you just didn't realize it.
Yes, that's very true. So, yeah. Talking to you, I actually just decided on what I'm going to do moving forward, and yeah, that's just that.
The boys share their views of the girls in the house.
Yeah, she said,
I feel like you're feeling it.
No, I do feel it. But not like...
Okay, but you feel it. But I think you really feel it.
No, not...
You should-
No, I'm not talking about the look right now.
Oh, so we all agree.
The level of which girl out, like...
Last
want
day
to
of
hit
what?
more. People is fine also, but...
Last day of you. Nigga, I was watching
Yeah, me too. I was watching that.
You know why?
So you guys remember, you always remember, now, if you could just quickly rewind, when we first got here, I don't know if you guys, you remember when you called me there with Terry, QV, and Paul? Before Paul joined, it was me, Terry, QV. We were busy there drinking. Then they got in the bikinis. No, there by the mirror. And then remember when you came and me and things started talking for. Then she took herself out of the situation and left. QV left.
And then I also
QV left. After that, remember, the personality and the vibe I saw there is different to what we saw after that.
Yes.
When the guys, she was lively. Yes. She was dancing with, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Not even for the game. It's not
like, you know what I mean?
I'm saying, my advice. She's showing what she is. My best advice is, my niggas, just stay away from me.
Unless you have good intentions. Unless you have good intentions.
Yeah, I'm just saying, stay away. Stay away.
This is big. Guys, wait, guys. There's somebody that has a different type of faith that we don't address.
Yeah.
Nale, we don't speak about. I haven't heard us speak about Nale.
There's no, yeah, I'm doing this.
Oh. No, but I'm not. We are. Eh? Yes, you and the shouting.
Libu eases the pain of her fellow housemates.
That's my jam, bro.
I did those ones twice.
Geshwan is muscled out of his tea plans.
Please
Awesome.
eat. Okay.
I'll make it for you.
Okay. Tea for sure. Because I feel like if I drink coffee now...
You won't sleep?
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep.
Let me take a chair for you. Just so that you don't
Let's
feel
close the doors.
I'll close, bro. I was going